quick talk with Faceroll, but while we're letting him set up, just want to say one more time, thanks for joining us and watching Power 9. It's because of you guys, the viewers, that we're able to get the partnership with Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come
Here,
and
prize money.
If you come to Power 9, I will kiss every single one of you on the mouth.
He doesn't mean that. He won't do it. You can still come to Power 9.
Okay, bye.
Give us 1 second to let Faceroll gather his stuff, and then we'll talk with him real quick. All right. We have the Captain Faceroll.
Alex 19 isn't so great. Are you kidding me?
What?
I saw it on the screen.
Oh, okay, cool. Good stuff.
What's up, guys?
You just read chat?
You already know.
Wait.
It's me, Kira. And today, we're talking about how to get second place at Power 9.
Okay, cool. Welcome, Faceroll. How do you feel today? I know it's a little tough to do the interview right after losing Grand Finals, but you were able to take 2 off of Squid. Again, you guys have been going back and forth quite a bit. You want to talk about that a little bit today? What did you bring to the table that was a little different?
So Squid and I play a lot. I think
we counted 10. I think this was your 10th set today in the last week.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I thought it was 8. Maybe it's 10.
You did 2 Sunday, 2 Monday, 4 Tuesday.
Oh, we played on Sunday. I forgot. Yeah, so it's 10.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
You guys are fiends, honestly.
Yeah, so basically, I think I was just not in a good mood on Tuesday, and I don't know if that was related to Melee at all or if that was related to other things. I'm not quite sure, but unfortunately, I play in a very dumb way. When I'm not in a good mindset, I run into a lot of things. So I don't think that was the only reason, but I think Squid and I are close enough in skill and results to where if one person is playing particularly well or if one person is playing particularly poorly, that's sort of how it decides the match.
Right.
I tried to be a little more cognizant of things in neutral. One thing Lucky told me when we played 2 weeks ago was that every time I get hit, I just try and counterattack immediately.
Yeah.
So he'll nair me, and then I'll whiff F tilt, and then he'll wait for that every time. And so basically there are a lot of combos that aren't actually real, but I make them real by putting myself in lag for no reason, basically. Right. So they'll hit me, and then I mash F tilt, and then he'll wait for that.
Yeah.
So that kind of happens a lot versus Squid too, where I try and act immediately out of a laser with F tilt, or I'll nair forward or something. But there's a lot of times I can just keep my space and just not really need to force myself to do stuff, because if I wait slightly, the way that they beat an immediate action is by either doing an even faster action or they just wait. So if they do an even faster action and I wait, then I just dash dance outside their range, or I just shield it, or I just wave dash back. And then usually that leads to a grab because they don't really have that much range. That's the only downfall of spaces, is that they can't hit you immediately. Right. They're really fast, but their moves themselves aren't huge.
Right.
And so I kind of implemented that versus Squid. There's a lot of things that I should be doing. There's a lot of micro interactions that happen 1,000 times a set when we play. Right. And I noticed all the really bad ones for me. Yeah. I'm sure there are ones where he does silly stuff too, but there's a lot of. I need to get better. In neutral, I put myself in weird positions, and I don't act the best out of them. There's a lot. If you watch almost every game with a platform stage, he'll kill me, I'll respawn, I'll charge needles on the top platform, and then he's under me. I'm here, and he's here, and then I'm uh-oh. And I either shield drop and get up tilted, or I shield drop and hit him, but I shouldn't hit him because up tilt should beat that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of weird
little
stuff.
Things like that.
Mainly I think versus me and Squid, it's whoever just plays less bad. I think we both get better every time, but it's mainly we're close enough to where
you're both kind of on the grind, moving up in a similar direction.
Though, to be fair, the record's definitely in my favor this period.
Nice.
I don't think by a ton, but I mean.
I like that plug right before the SoCal Power Rankings.
Yeah, I may or may not be on the panel now, so I may know things about things.
So one of the other things I wanted to ask you about your play today, comparing it with Tuesday, where we got to watch quite a bit of Faceroll as well, I noticed that you were looking for needles a little bit more. Was that a conscious decision, or just something that kind of fell out of neutral?
Versus Squid in particular, or
Squid
everyone?
and Lucky, I noticed both.
Okay, well, versus Squid, everyone talks about how needles just beat lasers. They're just oh, if he's lasering, you just needle him, and then it's either even or Sheik wins. Yeah. And I don't think that's true, but I never really try. So there were a couple of times where I was okay, I know he wants a laser, so I'll just like shoot needles and see how it goes. And then I think also percent for me, like me getting percent on them is slightly better than them getting percent on me, I think, most of the time.
Especially at low percents. To get out of crouch cancel.
So like even if he does 10 to me via lasers and I do 5 to him, it actually a lot of times it's like kind of good for me. Especially at really, really low percents, it's actually really hard to tech chase because they hit the ground so fast from down throw. So I still have time to do it, but it's like if I grab someone at 0 and down throw them, they actually tech so fast.
Yeah.
So you have less time to like mentally prepare yourself for the tech chase.
Right. I have these 6 options I have to worry about.
Right.
You don't have time to think that.
Yeah, and then you're getting shined, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, and then versus Lucky, the main thing, like I said, was that since he would hit me and then wait for me to do something dumb, and then hit me and then wait for me to do something dumb, and then hit me. Like if you watched 2 weeks ago, I think we played. That happened a lot. So I just tried to.
Needles are kind of less committal in that
scenario.
Basically.
Yeah. I still don't exactly know what to do instead of attacking immediately. I tried to like dash away a lot, but then he was kind of like catching on to that, and also just made the game like super lame. So he'd hit me, and then I'll just dash away, and then I'm like, oh, 1, I'm not getting anything, and 2, the game's just so long now.
Yeah, a lot more things happen.
Yeah, Lucky 1, I got second. Turkey. Actually, Turkey. That is how you pronounce that.
So let's see. One other question I wanted to ask you. I noticed that today you chose to take Lucky to FOD a couple times. I know in the past you've kind of said you're not a huge fan of FOD because of the way it messes up your tech chases. And especially in that Grand Finals game, we actually saw it happen like 2 times where it rose up and kind of screwed you. What were you thinking there in terms of going to FOD? Why did you want that stage?
Honestly, I don't know exactly. Like, the one thing that FOD has is that there's less room overall, so it's harder for him to avoid my hits, basically. But so that's one thing. I think it can mess up tech chases, but only sometimes. I think I have more platform follow-ups than I've actually like explored. Like, there's a lot of times where he'll land on the platform and actually F-tilt, and it covers like almost everything. Like I can wait at the edge of the platform and react to if he techs in place or like techs in. And then if he doesn't, I just walk forward slightly because their tech roll is so long, and then I can F-tilt that. And that basically leads into something. They might be able to ASDI down like slide off or something, but no one's ever done that, so I'm not quite sure. But basically, there are more platform follow-ups than I've truly explored, and also my stage. Usually if I lose on a stage, I don't really want to go back to it. Sometimes I do, because if I think it's just like absolutely the best. But FOD is definitely, it's not like, there's no way it's bad for Sheik.
Right.
So I just think I should just play on it more.
Okay, cool.
But it's hard.
All right. Any other thoughts about the tournament you want to bring up before we bring this to a close?
Power 9's great. If you're in the area, you should definitely go to it. It's always ran well. We had like 70-ish people.
Yeah, I think it was like 78 or something.
We have like 20 setups too. Like there's so many setups for local.
Just look back here. There's like still, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like still 10 setups here after the tournament is over, and we've lost actually more than half of them. These like 3 sets of tables behind us are usually completely full. So just keep that in mind. Like there is a lot of Melee going on throughout the day.
So for sure, if you're in the area. Even if you're not in the area, it's definitely one of the better locals to go to. I'm not sure if there's actually a better one. To be honest, maybe UCI, probably not. Maybe.
You guys get bigger numbers sometimes.
Sometimes. Besides that, nothing real to say. Go to the Arcadian. If you're in SoCal and haven't signed up, Reg ends tonight at 11:59.
You have half an hour.
You should do it. The Arcadian's hype. I'm not a big fan of the concept, but I like what it does to the players.
For sure.
I like the fact. I like the fact that there's going to be players who are going to quit because they do poorly at the Arcadian, and it just means that like the players who don't care or like who can't handle it, you know, because eventually you're going to have expectations on you and you're going to lose. Like that's what happens. If you're going to get good, you're going to get ranked. People are going to be like, oh, we should win this tournament, and then he's going to get like 5th. The Arcadian's the only time that non-ranked players basically have expectations on them to like the utmost standard. Like there's 150 people, I could totally win, you know.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah. Wait. But instead, you might get like 25th, and you're like, I just quit, you know?
If I got 25th, I'd be ecstatic.
Honestly, you could do better.
We'll see.
But whatever you're happy with is, besides that, I don't know.
All right.
Play Melee.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter at @SSBM_Faceroll.
All right. Thanks a lot for talking with us here at the end. Congratulations on your second place finish here tonight. Taking out Squid twice once again. Establishing dominance right before the last SoCal Coliseum, which, by the way, guys, last SoCal Coliseum this Saturday. If you are in SoCal and are a fan of Kira, who's done so much for our community, show up. Say thank you.
He's amazing.
Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys next time.
All right. Thanks, guys.